Good morning dear students, warm welcome to 22nd e-commerce online class. Today's our topic is 6th and 7th online payment system. What are they? That is the internet banking and the electronic purse. These are the two topics to be discussed today. So, we must study about the electronic purse and the internet banking. So, first of all we must know about what is meant by an electronic purse, or in another name for the electronic purse, that is stored value card. So, what is the meaning of electronic purse or stored value card? It is a microchip, or it is a plastic card with a microchip which can be used instead of cash, that means currency or the coins, for everything from vending machines to public transportation. So, the electronic purse which is most popularly used at the time of transporting from one place to another or traveling from one place to another. So, that is the meaning of electronic purse. And the second one in today's session, that is the internet banking. I think all students must know about the internet banking. Nowadays it is very much popular in the society. So, what is the actual meaning, or what do you mean by the word internet banking? It refers to any banking transaction that can be conducted over the internet by using our computer devices like computers or laptops, or activities which is similar to any device. In the most cases even the mobile also, smartphones also we use for this internet banking. So, we will go through in detail the two online systems, that is electronic purse and internet banking, today's class, and what are the procedures to be followed at the time of using this online payment system, and the merits and demerits of electronic purse and the internet banking is to be studied in this class. First of all, we go through the first topic, that is about the electronic purse. So, in the electronic purse it have a microchip which is embossed or embedded in the plastic card, that is the electronic purse. It is most popular in using the fuel stations or the payphone, road or toll, etc. For the payment of their fees or any charges. For that purpose we must use this electronic purse. So, electronic purse or stored value card is a multi-purpose prepaid card. It is a prepaid card, paid in advance, and the size of a credit card. This card with a microchip can be used instead of cash and coins for everything from vending machines to public transportation. So, electronic purse consists of a microchip embedded in a credit card or debit card or stand-alone card to store value electronically. So, in contrast, a debit card, the electronic purse, what is the difference between a debit card and an electronic purse? It is intended to facilitate a variety of small value retail transactions. That is an important one. The most benefit or most purpose of using the electronic purse, that is for the small value retail transaction, and so purse is intended to facilitate variety of small payments to clear the substitute for the currency or the coins. The card would replace the cash and coins for small payments in the places like the fuel stations, payphones, road or bridge tolls, video games, fast food restaurants, convenience stores, and at the supermarkets also we can use this electronic purse. So, most popularly it is used for the small transactions or small retail purchase. Card holders can reload the microchip and control the amount of value stored in the card's memory. So, the reloading the fund that is done in the microchip, that is which is included in the card's memory. So, the electronic purse provides cardholders with the security and the convenience of carrying less cash currency and the coins, and eliminating the need for exact change. Sometimes we does not have the exact change for paying the exact amount, like 112 or 619 or 651. At that time we have no changes. So, at that time we can use this electronic purse, so we can carry less cash currency and less coins. So, what are the procedures to be involved at the time of using this electronic purse? First of all, this electronic purse system might work like this, that is, monetary value would be loaded onto the card. All the fund which wants to be utilized by the electronic purse holder must load the fund onto the card with a corresponding debit to the cardholder's account at a financial institution. That is an important character or the feature. Then the electronic purse card might also function as an ATM card or a credit card. We can use like all the functions done in ATM card and the credit card. The electronic purse card might also function as an ATM card or a credit card. Likewise, when making the purchase or the customers pass their cards through a vendor's point of sale terminal, we can insert our electronic purse card. No signature is needed, that is an advantage, and validation when required is done through the personal identification number. So, the verification is done through the ID number which are embedded in the electronic purse card. So, the funds are deducted directly from the cards and transferred to the vendor's terminal. That is the process or the procedure is done by implementing or inserting our electronic purse card in the terminal. The value of the consumer purchase made with the electronic purse would accumulate on the merchant's terminal card and would be transferred to the merchant's account at a financial institution from time to time through online transactions. So, when the value on a card is spent, consumers can load the additional fund from their account to the card. So, this is the procedure. So, first of all, the fund which can be utilized by the card holder must load the certain amount onto their card, that is the microchip. After that, the account holder or the card holder, electronic purse holder, must utilize for paying the small amounts. When inserting your card in a terminal of the seller or where you use this card or the electronic purse, then it will be verified by using the ID number. After reading the ID number and after the authentication or the authorization of the card, the terminal of the merchant or the seller's card will collect the fund from the customer and it will be transferred to the merchant's bank account by using the online transaction, and that amount is to be verified and recorded by the merchant's bank account. These are the procedures to be involved while using our electronic purse. One of the biggest advantages to the bank of transferring transaction to an electronic based medium is that it will avoid the requirements to transport large quantities of cash currencies, that is metal cash or the paper currencies, that are the coins and the currencies around the country, and reduce the number of staff required to interact with the customers. These are the two advantages. We cannot carry the paper money or the metal coins, and can reduce the number of employees or the intermediaries. In addition, replacing checks with their long delays with electronic money will speed up the processing of accounts and giving user access to their own funds. So, these are the major advantages. In addition to this, there are different advantages to be noted in 6 points. What are the benefits to be get by the customer and the merchant while using our electronic purse system? First one, convenience in handling coins, no cost of handling cash, easy reloading, less time, high security, and the last one, marketing tool. So, these are the advantages of getting or providing by using the electronic purse. First one, we will go through the advantages in detail. First one, that is convenient in handling the coins. Some consumers might find an electronic purse to be much more convenient than the cash currency or the metal coins for small value transaction. For majority of the consumers or the users use this electronic purse for make a transaction in the small value transactions. They would no longer need to have the correct change for a transaction, that is the currency or the coins, or to handle numerous small coins. The incidence of error in calculating change from a transaction would also be reduced by the customer and the employee also. If the correct change is not given by the cashier to the customer, and the customer must give the correct change to the cashier also. So, the both people have make many mistakes while giving the actual amount that by the paper check and the metal coins. These can be avoided by using this electronic purse system. That is an important advantage. Then the next one, that is no cost for handling cash. There is no additional charge to be charged by the issuer. Many firms, particularly those involved in handling the large amounts of coinage and banknotes, are finding the cost of handling cash to be increasingly difficult. If the amount is 651, sometimes the shopkeeper ignore the rupee 1. So, the customer will get one benefit. Sometimes the customer must pay the 659. At that time the customer give 660. So, the customer must sacrifice rupees 1 balance. The shopkeeper does not give the 1 rupee because there is no change in the cashier and in the customer. So, this is a main drawback, and it will get a benefit to the customer and the employee also. So, the no cost of handling cash gets the benefit of cost include expenses related to point of sale transaction, accounting, theft, loss of cash, safe keeping, security and deposits of currency and other services related to the handling of cash provided by different financial institutions like the banks, either the nationalized bank or the scheduled banks. Now, electronic purse would seem to be better way to reducing the cost of undertaking small value retail transaction. For it is better to use for the small value transactions in the retail purchase or for the at the time of traveling from one place to another, giving toll or paying the any other fees. At that time we must use this electronic purse, that is a better way. The next one, that is the next advantage or the benefit is easy reloading. What is meant by easy reloading benefit? That is electronic purse owners might be able to carry fewer bank cards, especially if credit card or the debit card functions were also included in the electronic purse also. So, the electronic purse holder can utilize the same functions which is done by the credit card and the debit card. So, if they could replenish their electronic purse at home. They would be no longer need to make a visit to their financial institution in order to pick up the additional cash. That is also a benefit. This can be done online easily. So, this is the benefit. If you know about your ID card, you can use by using this ID card the online small value transactions. Next advantage, that is less time. Less time required to complete the transaction with the electronic purse would be much less than the associated with the debit card and the credit card. What is the reason? Because it is online authorization for the transaction would not be required. That is an important to reduce the time consuming for making a transaction. So, what is the reason? Online authorization for the transaction would not be required in the case of electronic purse system. Next one, the next merit, that is the high security. By using the electronic purse, it is a protected or secured one by using the provided for the customers and the merchants also. So, they appreciate the enhanced security associated with this electronic purse, particularly versions incorporating a security feature such as the PIN. The PIN is an identification number. It will give protection and security to the holders. The cost associated with the card fraud and theft of both existing payment cards and the cash would likely be much reduced by the use of electronic purse. While we discussed at the time of the demerits of debit card and the credit card, there is less security. But in the case of using the electronic purse system, we will get more security than the using of credit card and the debit card. And the last merit, that is the marketing tool. The multifunction card, the electronic purse is also known as a multifunction card. It incorporating the different features of credit card and the electronic cards, the debit card, and it will be replaced. The electronic purse could be useful marketing tool for both the financial institutions and the retailers. So, we can eliminate the use of the credit card and debit card by using this electronic purse. So, the marketing tool is to be done, that is the communication or the make the transaction between the financial institution and the retailers is easily or efficiently and effectively done by using this electronic purse. So, these are the merits of electronic purse system. What are they? Convenience in handling coins, no cost handling cash, easy reloading, less time, high security and the marketing tool. So, these are the merits of e-purse system. Next one, we want to discuss what are the demerits of electronic purse. Less disadvantages, that is not widespread, less secure, low cost saving. So, these are the three disadvantages or demerits of electronic purse. In detail, we go through these disadvantages. First one, not widespread. It is not popularly used by the public, the electronic purse. Payment with the e-purse over the internet is not widespread. What is the reason? Because the e-purse is not yet a serious proposition for paying over the internet. That is the main reason for not using by the public of this electronic purse. So, it is not yet a serious proposition for paying over the internet. The operators have concentrated on domestic transactions only by using this electronic payment. So, the electronic purse is only used by the public for the domestic transactions only. This is the main drawback of the popularity, which will affect the popularity of the e-purse system. The next one, that is less secure. The security is much more less comparing to other online systems. The information on the card is not completely secure. What is the reason? If it falls into the wrong hands, It can be examined in a number of ways. If the pin has already been intercepted, then nothing on the card is safe. That is an important drawback of the ePURSE system. That is, the pin number or the information which is included in the electronic purse is not secure. As a result, a lost or stolen of ePURSE can be used by the third party in the virtual world for the remaining e-money. There is some fund is to be balanced in the ePURSE card or ePURSE, the microchip. It can be used by the robbers while using or at the time of theft. It can be in the real world for notes and coins present in the purse when it has lost or stolen. So, it is equal to the lost or theft by the robbers of the paper currency or the metal coins. So, the security is less in the case of electronic purse. And the last demerit, that is low cost saving. The cost savings held by the ePURSE holders are limited compared to the required investment. That is, it is used for paying the domestic transactions only, so small amount of transactions only. So, the cost saving is very less in the case of electronic purse. So, these are the demerits of ePURSE system. What are they? Not widespread, less secure, and the last one, low cost saving. So, we already discussed about the electronic purse, give an introduction about what is the meaning of electronic purse, and next we will discuss about the procedure to be followed while using the electronic purse, or what are the systems to be implemented while using an electronic purse. And next we will discuss about the merits and demerits of electronic purse. What are the merits? That is convenience to handling the coins, no cost of handling the cash, easy reloading, less time, high security, and the marketing tool. These are the merits. And what are the demerits? Not widespread, less secure, and low cost savings. So, this is about the ePURSE system. And the second topic of today's session, that is about the internet banking. I think all students know about the procedure and the meaning of internet banking. Similarly, you also know about the merits and demerits of internet banking. Okay, I know it very well, but we must go through. If you have anyone unknown about the features or the procedure or the merits and demerits of internet banking, we will just go through these things, that is about the meaning and the procedure and the merits and demerits of internet banking. Okay. So, internet banking refers to any banking transaction that can be conducted over the internet by using the internet facilities, by using your devices. Sometimes it may be a computer or laptop. Even in the smartphone also we use our internet facilities, generally through the bank's website under a private profile. There is a private profile of banking institution, either it is a nationalized bank or any scheduled bank, and with a desktop or the laptop computer. So, what is the meaning of internet banking? It refers to any banking transaction that can be conducted over the internet, generally through a bank's website under a private profile and with a desktop or laptop computer. So, these transactions include services traditionally offered at local branches without having to go to one. So, in the traditional period, all the customers or the account holders go or visit your bank account in your branch for getting these facilities provided by the financial institution. To get this service, you must visit the branch. But after the internet banking implementation, we does not go to your branch for getting or availing the functions or the services which are provided by the financial institution like the banks. So, internet banking is generally defined having the following characteristics. What are the characteristics of internet banking? There are 3 characters to be noted in your textbook. What are the 3 characters to be noted? First one, that is over the internet facilities through the bank's secure website. All banks have a secured website which will be visited by the account holders for getting the internet facilities. That is an important character of internet banking. And the second one, the physical branch locations can be avoided by implementing the online visit. That is, the bank may have physically branch location or it may exist only online. Online visit is allowed by the branch. In the pandemic period, it will be very helpful to the public. Without going to the bank, they will make the different types of fund transaction you sit in your home or in your room and make the online banking functions. This is a main advantage in this pandemic period. So, the third character, that is must register with the financial institution for using this online or getting the internet facilities and create a login ID and a password. That is the third character. So, all the account holders, if you want to avail the internet banking facility, you must register in the online banking system and create an login ID and password. By using this login ID and password, we must use our internet banking. So, these are the characters. First one, there is the financial institution have secure website. Second one, they encourage the people to visit through the online system. And third one, they register, the account holders must register in the internet banking and create a login ID and a password. These are the three characteristics to be followed for using this internet banking. Then internet banking is performed through a computer system. We must utilize the computer devices like desktop or the laptop or smartphones having an internet facility. That is an important one, and connect to the banking site via the internet. If there is no internet, we can connect our account with the internet of a particular bank or any financial institution. Net banking is a facility provided by bank to its customers who have no sufficient time to visit bank. That is an important advantage. Customers can do transaction from their place, that is from your house or from your room or from your office or anywhere you can sit and make the online transaction. Banking is now no more limited going and visiting the bank in person for various purposes like depositing, withdrawing money, requiring for account statement or stop payment or any other services which are provided by the banking institutions. Customer can do all these tasks and many more using the online services offered by the bank by utilizing the online banking system. He can also keep a track of his account transaction and balance all the time, that is 25 into 7 hours. 24 into 7 hours. What is the meaning of 24? Per day 24 hours, and in a week there is 7 days. So, we must utilize 24 into 7 hours throughout the week without the holidays or ignoring the holidays, ignoring the banking time. We can use this internet banking by the internet banking facilities or the internet banking system. So, we can always track his account and the transactions and balance at all the time. They can request for a checkbook, balance inquiry, downloading your statements, and can check the record of last so many years by using these internet banking facilities. These services is provided free of cost by the banking institutions. That is an important one. They can have all the advantages of the bank just from their mobile or the laptop or the computer or any other device which have internet facility. The internet provides a secure medium for transferring fund electronically from bank's account to the customer's account, that means account holder's account, and also for making banking transaction over the internet. So, we must have a sound or efficient or effective internet facilities. All banking activities that were conventionally carried out by visiting a bank can now be done through a computer with internet access without visiting your bank or branch. That is an important advantage. So, the internet banking is highly useful for making payments for the goods and service purchased online. It is known and it is utilized in this pandemic period by the public or the account holders. It will give very much benefit to this time, this pandemic time. We have no problem related to the fund transfer or make the payments or withdrawing the cash. The most of the account holders utilize the internet banking facilities in this pandemic period. What is the reason? We have lockdown period and quarantine period, and sometimes our location is cantonments on. At that time also we can utilize or make a transaction of our or utilize our fund in your bank by using this internet banking facilities. Okay. Then next we will go through the advantages and disadvantages of internet banking. In this pandemic period we get main benefits, we utilize the main merits of these internet banking facilities. So, what are the listed merits and demerits of internet banking? We will go through the first, we will go through the merits of internet banking. What are they? Simplicity, convenient, anytime, anywhere, fast and efficient, safety, promotion. So, these are the important merits of internet banking. Internet banking has several advantages and it is replaced to go to our branch to provide or take the advantages or the facilities provided by the bank. So, the traditional period is totally eliminated by using these internet banking facilities, and the operations or the functions provided by the bank, it is to be availed in your fingers by using the internet and the devices like the laptop, desktop or smartphones. So, the simplicity is an important advantage of using this internet banking. So, it is simple to open and easy to operate by even the illiterate people also. Very much simple and easy to operate one. That is an important benefit. And second one, it can be convenient to transfer or port or to make. It is easily understood by the illiterate people also. It is more convenient than the debit card and the credit card. That is an important system. So, it is quite convenient to customers, that means the account holders. What is the reason? It can easily pay bills, transfer funds between the accounts, etc. All the transactions or all the functions or the services provided by the bank must be availed through these internet banking functions or internet banking facilities. So, customers need not visit your branch and stand in queue for getting the statement or getting the checkbook or any other paper documents, and do not have to keep receipts of all the bills, as he can easily view your transaction in your account statement, which will be taken by using these internet banking facilities. So, all the details or all the payments which are done by the account holders, that is the withdrawal and deposit details, are to be easily get from the accounting statement which to be collected through the internet banking. That is an important convenient function. So, it is also a convenient merit also. Next one, we can use this internet banking facility at any time and at anywhere. That is an important advantage. Where in your room or in your house or in your office or in your vehicle, while you traveling from one place to another, you can make your banking function at any place, at any time, even in the overnight or in the early morning or in the holidays. Also, we will make the internet transaction through the internet banking facilities. It is available all the time, that is 24 into 7 hours. 24 means total hours in a day, 7 means total days in a week. So, we can say 24 into 7 hours service by using this internet banking. So, customers can perform their task from anywhere and at any time, even in the night when the bank is closed or on holidays also. The only thing need to have is an active internet connection and sound device like the computer or the laptop or smartphone likes. So, the two things you must have. What are they? Sufficient fund in your account, and next one, internet banking registration, and the third one, you must have a sound internet and the sound internet facility embedded device. So, these are the things to be provided by the users or the account holders. Next one, next merit, that is it is very fast and efficient. We can easily transfer our fund from another person. We can use easy payment at the time of shopping. It is fast and efficient. Funds get transferred from one person or one account to the other or from one person to another. It can easily made and also can manage several accounts easily through internet banking facilities. So, these are the advantages of fast and efficient system of internet banking. Next one, the safety or the security or the protection which is given by the financial institution while using the internet banking. We does not carry the cards like a credit card or debit card or using different PIN cards or okay. We only have a login ID and the password, which will be known by you also, the account holder also. It can't be theft or lost. There is a chance of lost or theft is very much low, less. Okay. So, through internet banking it is possible to keep anyone on all transactions and account balance all the time. So, the facility to also keep account safe, bouncing or returning the check, it is very much low. There is a chance of bouncing or returning the check, it is very low. This means that by monitoring the account at any time, that is an important advantage. Customers can get know about any fraudulent activity or threat to account before it can be lead account to several damage. Monitorization, security, scrutinization, authorization. It is also will get by giving an internet banking facility. So, we reduce the chances of bouncing or returning the fund. If there is no sufficient fund at the time of making a transaction, it will be informed by our banking institutions. Then the last advantage or the merit is promotion. It also acts as a great medium for the banks to endorse their products and services. The banking institution and the merchants also encourage the using of this internet banking because it will promote the e-commerce transactions, that is transferring the products or services to get to their account holders. The services includes loans, investment options and many others which are the functions of the financial institution, it is to be promoted easily and it can be availed by the account holders. So, the marketing section, marketing function of the bank can be easily done through this internet banking. It will get more benefits to the banking institution if the customers or the account holders use this internet banking facilities. So, these are the main merits of internet banking. In your textbook, there is no disadvantages of internet banking, but there is. I already told, if there is a coin, there is both sides, both faces, merits and demerits. Similarly, in the internet banking also have demerits. So, all students must note in your textbook or in your notebook, write the drawbacks or the demerits of internet banking. First one, technology and service interruptions. That is the first demerits, technology and service interruptions. Sometimes we does not get the internet, or sometimes there is any problem related to our device like the desktop or the laptop or our phone. At that time we does not utilize the internet banking facilities. That is the main drawback. And the second one, security and identity theft concerns. We use our login ID and the password. If at any time we share this important information, that is our login ID or the password to other person, there is a chance of theft. So, security and identity theft concerns is the second demerits of the internet banking. And third one, limitations on deposits. Some people fear about using these internet based facilities for withdrawing and depositing. Nowadays also some persons does not encourage using the internet banking. So, limitations on deposits is an important demerit of this internet banking. And the fourth one, not always faster. Sometimes we does not get a fast internet facility, overloading the internet, or sometimes some junk files are to be implemented or used by the holders. At that time also there is a faster or the efficient availability of the internet is limited. So, not always faster in the case of credit card or the debit card, sometimes there is a limited chance. Okay. Next one, the last demerit, that is lack of personal banker relationship. We does not go to the bank for making face to face communication. That is the main drawback. If we make a clear clarification by giving communication between the account holder and the customer, we can avoid misunderstanding. So, communication is an important one to convince the account holder and to convey our difficulties to the employees of the bank. While we using these internet banking facilities, we can't approach the banking employees to discuss in personally, face to face, to give our difficulties or the problems. So, it will badly affect the relationship between the account holder and the bank. So, these are the demerits of internet banking. I think all students noted. I will read it once more. Technology and service interruptions, security and identity theft concerns, third, limitations on deposits, fourth one, not always faster, and the last one, lack of personal banker relationship. Okay. So, second topic of today's session, we already discussed about the internet banking. That is, what is the meaning of internet banking, what are the procedures or what are the characteristics of internet banking, and what are the benefits and demerits of internet banking also discussed. I think all students know about the internet banking and the first topic electronic purse. I think all students follow my class, and if you have any doubts about this today's class about the electronic purse and the internet banking, please discuss at the time of interaction. Okay, thank you.